Minnesota High School boys lacrosse. The Sartell Sauk Rapids boys lacrosse team at our Spuds of Moorhead Senior High School. Just a reminder that the restrooms are located directly to the west of the main bleacher area. And a special thank you to Nicole from Sanford for her orthopedic and sports medicine coverage at all of our home Spud athletic contests this spring season. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for both lacrosse squads. First, for our visitors on the scoreboard this afternoon, the Storm and Sabres of Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Our first starter, number 21, John Claypool. Number 12, Bennett Crane. Number 11, Aiden Hilger. Number 31, Parker McCabe. Number 28, Kalechi Wachiku. Number 5, Easton Portner. Number 22, Riley Prow. Number 43, Rudy Rugemeyer. Number 17, Cooper Streifels. Number 14, Holden Schwarzentraub. Head coach of Sartell, Mr. Jacob Saylor, along with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice Storm and Sabres High School Boys Lacrosse Squad.
Maybe it's after me today.
Yeah, well.
That's what I said.
Yep.
I'll get into it next week.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, our Spuds of Moorhead Senior High School. Our first starter, number 4, Caleb Anderson. Number 7, Kason Storbakken. Number 8, Andrew Searles. Number 9, Cody Martinson. Number 11, Matt Peters. Number 12, Rylan Hasbargen. Number 17, Oliver Judd. Number 18, Thomas Schrader. Number 22, Colby Creer. And finally, number 23, Colin Baumgartner. Head coach of the Moorhead Spuds, Mr. Andrew Law, along with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Moorhead High School Spuds Boys Lacrosse Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, if at this time y'all please rise, direct your attention toward the east end of Jim Goda Stadium and Hamrouse Field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. right, let's play high school boys lacrosse. The Storm and Sabres of Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Senior High School.
Good afternoon and welcome. From Jim Goda Stadium in Moorhead. As we get ready for a lacrosse matchup today between Moorhead and Sauk Rapids Rice and Sartell. The Storm and and Moorhead. Storm and Sabres and the Spuds battle it out here today. Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice comes in with 5 wins and a loss. They started their season with 5 straight wins. Lost in their last outing to St. Michael Albertville, who beats up on a lot of people. The final there, 16-2, as the Knights got that one. Jake Saylor is the coach. In goal this afternoon for Sartell Sauk Rapids, Rudy Rugemer. Meanwhile, the Spuds come into the game today with 4 wins and 2 losses. And in goal for Moorhead this afternoon is Colin Baumgartner. Right out center field. The wind has picked up this afternoon. The temperatures are certainly more than acceptable. And as they stand in, Oliver Judd is on the face-off as he squares up and the ball is down and we are underway. Sartell comes up with it and drives up the middle of the field and stops short, working off to the far side, now deep in the corner, and then walking his way out. The attack is set up as a exchange players now, and we'll have a change of players out on the field after that face-off. And coming on to play is Ethan Anderson, and he'll take his place on the near attack. As he walks in and takes a look, he fires it off to the far side, up high in the slot, then off to the far side. It bounces high in the air. It gets away. Moorhead there to track it down, but they let it go out of play, and the restart will come from there. So Moorhead defending right away off the face-off, and will have their first attack as they work their way off the far sideline and upfield. As Javad works his way all the way up the line, still in control, now tosses it away, and it comes near side. Tried to get it into the basket of Caleb Alderson, and the play goes down low to the far side and just wide of net before it is picked up by Rudy Rugemer. The play comes back now, a little physical play out on the field as Alec Hamick took a bump and was pushed off the play. Ball rolls free and down into the end zone where the play will be brought back now by Sartell. Here's a pass out of danger and comes upfield. It got away. Now the run upfield and taking a look. Stopping short, then speeding ahead. It comes near side. Looking along the near sideline, down into the corner, trying to find a way to work it loose. Riley Prow comes away with it and delivers it away. A tripping penalty coming up there. The stick is loose, but play continues on. And here's the move into the area by Aiden Hilger. In the slot area, Hilger backing his way up, now goes off to the far side, and play continues there as Alec Hamick works it off to the far wing. Looking in from there and back, setting up their attack. We are just underway. There's been no scoring at this point. Nobody has had a good chance to take a look at the goals at either end of the field. And so Sartell now working their play, coming to the near side. On his way in, Aiden Hilger. He got turned around. He got loose. Ball is on the turf. Ball is searched for it. Pops up into the air. Another whack at it. And then finally Spuds come away on the near side, picking it up. Working his way, Tom Schrader works it all the way up and across midfield before it is tipped away. A scramble for it there. Jeff Allness of Moorhead chases it down and has the play, and it comes back to Sartell right out in front of the net. A shot on a goal and then a stop and the save. Moorhead getting a big save from Colin Baumgartner on the first shot attempt by either team here early on. The play goes down right in front. Stick is loose, now picked up, and we play on. Moorhead picking up the loose puck, loose ball working its way upfield and off the far side, looking in. So far, Sartell's defense has prevented the Spuds from setting up any kind of an offensive scheme as they work it off to the far side. The play comes back up on top. Caleb Alderson takes a look from high in the slot, comes near side for Jeff Allness, and then back And driving in, Caleb Alderson came up short, works it off to the far side. Play goes down low, then back up, and there's the advance. A bounce off the turf, and it comes loose. Sartell there to pick it up, but it falls away. It comes loose up on top, and Moorhead regains possession as it's picked up by Oliver Judd. On his way, Judd has delivered it off to the far side, and from there the play comes up, and the midfielders track it down to the far side where it's picked up by Kaysen Storbakken. Works his way down low, and the pass ends up with a shot attempt bouncing off to the near side and rolls free on the turf. From there, picked up another tripping penalty. Saw a player go down, and there's the whistle that will stop play momentarily. And so with that, we return to action with no scoring so far, with just under 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. To the near side, bounced up high and away, tracked down to the far side. Cody Martinson tracking it down. And he got tied up, and the play is turned around, and Sartell will come on the attack. And a quick exchange of players. Jake Davis works his way onto the field. He takes his place up high midway, then up high on the slot as Sartell sets up their attack. Working it off from the far side, angling way back up on top. And they'll exchange positions here, but the all-important ball stays right tucked away in the hands of Bennett Crane. Here's an outlet pass that got away from the stick, and it bounced up and away, but then picked up and recovered by Aiden Hilger. He goes down low with it, and it's wide of goal, and it rolls past the end line and out of play. So with that, .7:12 remaining. First quarter of play, off to the far side. Working his way around, backing his way down close to the goal. Ball rolls loose, scooped up, and then came away. Moorhead has it. And looking upfield, walking his way slowly out of the end of the field and upfield, still looking. Players have exchanged positions. Stick goes flying on the turf. Play comes near side, rolled away from Jace Blythe. He tracks it down, got away from him. And then on the near side, Sartell's Rapids picked it up momentarily before it comes away. And then finally picked up by Caleb Paquin. A flag has been thrown now on the play as Moorhead continues on its attack. Back and looking. And back up on top, and still play is underway with Moorhead setting it up on top. Cody Martinson holding and looking. A quick exchange now by Sartell Rice. And the play goes off to the far side before Moorhead makes the step forward. Here's Jace Blythe working it off to the far side, and a quick wrist shot sent down low, just too low, and wide of net, and it rolls all the way beyond the end line. Both teams have taken the opportunities to exchange players at virtually every stop in play. And so the play comes in now from Moorhead right at the 10-yard line. That would be a football 10-yard line, and it's thrown behind the net. And from there, sent off way up on top, working it loose. Oliver Judd on the near side goes down low, and from the near corner, worked around as they rotate. It comes back to Judd up on top, winds up and swings off to the far side. A quick release, and a shot at a goal off to the far side. That looks like Cody Martinson coming up with that first goal of the afternoon, and Moorhead takes the lead. Cody Martinson scoring here in the first quarter. Comes with 5:39 remaining. And it's 1-0 Moorhead. A very patient approach.
Scored by number 9, Cody Martinson. Time of that spud, the first quarter goal. 5:39 makes it 1-0 Moorhead.
Play comes back out, and at the midfield stripe, on this faceoff, Caden Green steps in from Moorhead, and he'll battle for the play as it's signaled ready. And they battle for it there like a rugby scrum, and it comes loose. Tipped away, scrambled for along the turf. It comes free. Spuds there to pick it up, but play stops. It was scooped off the turf nicely by Caleb Paquin. And on the replay, it comes back up now, and they'll start it over again as Sartell has possession off to the far side and working along the left all the way down deep towards the corner, then slows and comes back out again, and they'll line it up. Moorhead has scored first and leading at 1-0. As it comes near side, Sartell is looking for the game tire. Off on the far wing, then down deep at the goal line and working his way loose, taking a quick step to get away. Matt Peters stayed with him briefly and then got turned around, and the play comes back up on top as Bennett Crane now controls for Sartell Sauk Rapids. Down low and from behind the net. Very patient look. A quick look off to the side by Aiden Hilger. He comes free. Ball got swiped away. Rolls free on the turf, and the Spuds come up with it. Nice defensive play by Carter Midthune. And the play comes back upfield and on the run. Pulled out of the air by Matt Peters, and he sweeps it down to the far side, and on the return it comes right back up on top, but it was thrown just wide, just bounced away from Kaysen Storbakken, and it comes back out on the near side. Setting up along the near side, here's the look in from Jace Blythe. Waiting for the alternate player to come in is Carter Midthune, who just had that nice play for the Spuds, returns, and he's on the wing near side. Looking in from the far side and tossed down behind the net. There are two Spuds players behind the net as they work their offense with a play up on top. Here's a quick release and blocked away nicely by Rudy Rugemer. And play is stopped there, and the Stormen come up with it. The Stormen Sabres creating a turnover down in their own end, come back upfield and look. And that brings a whistle and a stop and play. 1-0 Moorhead early on a Cody Martinson goal. Quickly back on. Carter Midthune helps to lead the advance, and the Spuds come up with a quick toss down low, and it's Cody Martinson once again. He was right there and on the play along with Andrew Searles, and Searles caught it and redirected it quickly, and it's Andrew Searles who gets credit for the goal. And it is 2-0 Spuds. 3:22 remaining. So the Spuds scoring a little over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 17 seconds apart to grab a 2-0 lead. With 3:22 remaining on our Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it is 2-0 Moorhead. Here's a play, a nice block that time by Rugemer. It's deflected away and it comes all the way back out on the near side. Scramble for it along the turf, poked up, chased away, knocked away loose. Scramble for it along the near side, still trying to get it loose, and it's dished out on top. And Searles factoring in on that play to keep it alive for Moorhead in the offensive zone. Back up on top. Here's Carter Midthune. And to the far side from there, the play continues on. 2-0 Moorhead. Out to the far side. Cody Martinson works it down low, and it comes right back up. Another penalty flag has been thrown as the battle for position and the battle for the ball is loose on the far side. We got a 2-minute penalty coming up here. Mostly sunny skies and a light, no, sometimes a strong breeze blowing from across the field and to the stands featuring the fans here this afternoon. Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Rice on the attack. Line it up, looking left, throwing right. On the near side, here's the look in by John Claypool. Comes back down near side and delivered off down at the goal line. Comes back and it's tossed away, and it bounced away and off the stick before it's recovered And they'll try it again as it stays in possession of the Sartell Sauk Rapids play, and it comes near side. Looking, back up on top, setting it up. He wants to set somebody up across the slot area, but everybody stays to the outside and play continues on. Down deep in the corner now from behind the net, looking up on top, trying to swing one around. It got knocked away, picked up by Andrew Searles. He comes up with a defensive stop, and play comes near side where it's reclaimed by Sartell Sauk Rapids. Tough defensive play right around the net by Colby Creer. And Moorhead's defender forces the play to the outside and then back up on top. On the look across, the play develops. Here's a quick release and tipped up and away. Scrambling into position to knock it away, Colin Baumgartner. He's had a couple of nice position saves so far for the Spuds to keep the game where it is. It is 2-0 in favor of Moorhead. But Sartell Sauk Rapids slips one down low and at the ankle, slips it in. A quick release along the near side.
Sartell Sauk Rapids race goal scored by number 11.
Aiden Hilger puts Sartell Sauk Rapids on the board. Aiden Hilger.
First quarter goal, 106, makes it 2-1 more.
As we near the end of the first quarter, it is now 2-1. So the patience on the offensive attack paid off, trying to find something open on the backside and deep. Ends up with a quick toss down for Aiden Hilger, who puts Sartell Sauk Rapids on the board.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
And on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it is 2-1. Moorhead maintains the lead. Quick return to the field by Aiden Hilger. As Sartell Sauk Rapids takes a look. As they continue on the attack, they'd like to bring this game even before the end of the first period. Time running. Here's a quick release, and there we are. Sartell Sauk Rapids has come all the way back in quick fashion and scored. And this game is all tied up. 38 seconds. Cameron Rowe getting the score. And it's 2-1. 2-2. 38 seconds remaining. Less than 30 seconds apart. And play out at midfield.
46 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Ties the matchup at 2 apiece.
Play scrambles off to the far side before Moorhead reaches down. Slips the pass ahead. They'll try to set up a scoring opportunity here before the end of the first quarter. Down deep and behind. Looking in from there. Right now very patient, as though they're going to just let the clock run down. Here's a quick release pass to Kaysen Storbakken. And then the pass up to the far side. A quick release down low. Got slipped up and bounced away by Rugemer. Play with a save there for Sartell Sauk Rapids. And with the sound of the horn, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Tonight's game is a presentation of Muscatel Auto. And on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it's all tied up. Moorhead 2, Sartell Sauk Rapids 2.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options.
As we go to the start of the second quarter, Moorhead and Sartell Sauk Rapids all tied up at 2. Moorhead scoring early. Cody Martinson got the game's initial goal at the 5:39 mark, and then Andrew Searles, just a minute 17 later, gave the Spuds a 2-0 lead. And it looked like they were going to be in the break with a 2-0 advantage, only to see Sartell Sauk Rapids come up with 2 quick goals. Just a matter of 28 seconds apart. Andy Hilger put Sauk Rapids Rice on the board, and Cameron Rowe tied the game up with 38 seconds to go. So it's all tied at 2 as we start the second quarter. And out at the midfield stripe, the play is down, and the battle for the ball continues now as it's pushed off to the side. Moorhead, who has had good opportunities off the faceoff, come up with the loose ball, and it comes near side. Under control, Thomas Schrader. He gives it up, and he'll make the exchange with Oliver Judd rotating on. Also coming into the lineup now, Jeff Allness. And the play goes down low from behind the net. The Spuds are on the attack from behind. There's a quick move and nifty move by Andrew Searles. He got caught. Ball goes down. Ball is loose. Whistle blows. Play stops. And Moorhead will have it, I think, from behind the net is what it appears. And coming to the near side, Andrew Searles hands it off, and it's taken by Cody Martinson, who roams his way to the top. Hooks it in from there. Here's the step forward and the drive down to the far side by Caleb Alderson. Ball knocked loose, and here comes Sartell Sauk Rapids. A big hit there delivered by Caleb Alderson. And that separates ball from player, and that brings a whistle. But no flag, and play is turned over now as Sartell Sauk Rapids heads up field. A swipe at it, knocking the ball. No, misfiring on the play, and it comes loose. Easton Portner on his way in to the side, delivers it back up on top, and from there the play begins all over again. Sauk Rapids Rice making a quick exchange. Caleb as Alec Haymuck checks in, and he'll take his position on the near side, but the ball ends up as they set the play down low, and it comes back up on top, and a bouncing ball chased down. Moorhead giving pursuit, but can't catch up to it. And here's the look down low, and a shot that was high and delivered up and away. And with that play, Sauk Rapids Rice regains possession from behind, and play is underway as it comes near side. Looking in on the play, Bennett Crane wanders his way towards the top. Crane still looking for the break down low, and play continues on at a slow pace as Crane continues to look on, and now delivers it off to the right side. And from there, the play looks in. They'll set it up and then move quickly. Top of the key. And look near side. Walking to the near side, the play by Crane. Bennett Crane puts it on to the near side, walking his way loose. John Claypool was bumped, but did not alter his play, and the ball did then finally come loose and picked up by the Spuds, and Moorhead moving left to right as we look on. Heads up field. This game is all tied up at 2, and the play ahead deflected away. A chase for the loose ball, scooped up, and the Spuds retain possession, but not for long. It is poked away. And a long, long pass that was intended for someone near the goal line ended up sailing high and away and actually ended up out of play. And so the rotation of players here with time running in the second quarter, 9:14, game tied at 2. This game is a presentation of Muscatel Auto. After the far side, bouncing puck, bouncing ball. We're going to say that a lot. Moorhead's team is made up primarily a lot of hockey players. Saw a lot of action during the course of the winter season, now on the turf and playing lacrosse. Here's the look. Sent off to the far side. Kaysen Storbakken walks his way in, takes a little fake right, drives left, puts a shot on, and it just did get bounced away, and it comes back out. And Sartell Sauk Rapids comes up with it. Loose play up to the midfield area. Across the line to the near side. Play continues on, struggling to get loose, but good defensive effort by Moorhead's Colby Creer. Forces the play off to the side. And a save down low by Colin Baumgartner as Sartell Sauk Rapids had a good look in, but Baumgartner tipped it away. On the return, Moorhead comes back upfield. Play will resume with just under 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Out on top, there will be 2 games here on Spuds TV. Reminding you that the girls' lacrosse team is also in action tonight when they take on the Brainerd Warriors. Walking his way up the slot. Here's a little slip ahead by Cody Martinson. He handles it, has possession of it, now backs his way out and wanders off to the far side. Martinson feeds it all the way down low. From there, Kaysen Storbakken. Up on top it comes for Carter Midthune. And the play down on the near side, Midthune works it back up. Caleb Paquin sends it off to the far side for Andrew Cyril, or for Cody Martinson. Knocked away loose. Blythe comes up with it. Knocked away there. And a battle for it in a mix of players, and it's finally spun away by Jace Blythe. He goes down. Ball rolls free. Blythe up on his feet, tracking it down, but by the time he got up and was chasing it, Parker McCabe was upended, and that brings a flag on the far side. 2-2 play here in the second quarter. And so as we reset, Moorhead has the ball in play. As he sets things up on the near side, Cody Martinson waiting for the declaration of play to continue. The official there saying, let's go. And as the whistle blows, play is underway as Martinson slips it up high in the slot. Sent off to the far side for Oliver Judd. And down low and from behind the net, Caleb Alderson with it there. Back to the near side. Here's the look up on top. A quick release. Set down low. There's a shot at a goal. Perfectly set up for Kaysen Storbakken. The initial pass, and we've got both flags come down. I suspect we've had excessive celebration that will bring the penalties. But Moorhead has taken the lead. 6:35 remaining. Oliver Judd had the pass. He put it right down there for Kaysen Storbakken. And it's 3-2. There may have been a little extra pushing and shoving after the goal was scored with the celebration that occurred. It was a big goal because the Spuds have regained the lead. And with that, Caleb Alderson comes off the near side. And the officials are in discussion. We've got girls lacrosse coming up at about 7 o'clock this evening. Hope that you will stick around and support the Spuds athletic teams throughout. So we'll meet out at midfield. But more explanations being given now as Jake Saylor is asking for a deeper and more convincing explanation as to what happened after Moorhead scored that goal that has given Moorhead the advantage. And so now the walk out towards midfield. The ball is put down and in place. And the play is underway. Ball is kicked off to the side. In pursuit. Spuds are there to pick it up. Thomas Schrader works his way down. along the sideline, and there brings another flag as he was bumped along the way. And play continues on as it goes behind the net. Moorhead leading 3-2. Here's the look. Off to the far side, but no. Now from behind, it's played back near side. Turning, spinning around. Kaysen Storbakken works his way back near side before giving it back, and Andrew Searles sends it up on top. Here's the walk in. Jace Blythe puts a shot on and scores. That goal will go to Oliver Judd. He was alone on the far side, took the pass and took one step forward.
Number 17, Oliver Judd. Time of that second quarter goal, 5:53 makes it
5:53, and Moorhead once again has a 2-score advantage on the Ryan Fish Remax Legacy scoreboard. Moorhead now leading at 4-2. And a timeout has been taken, and we will return in a moment as you listen and watch the Spuds on Spuds TV.
timeout.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
So after Sartell came on to tie the Spuds near the end of the first quarter, Moorhead worked their way loose for 2 quick goals and scoring just less than a minute apart from Kaysen Storbakken and Oliver Judd, and Moorhead is quickly back to a 2-point advantage here, leading it now 4-2. And so coming back on to play after the Sartell Sauk Rapids timeout call. Reminding you that this game is a presentation of Muscatel Auto. On the exchange out at midfield, it comes to Sauk Rapids Sartell. To the near side and working his way in Aiden Hilger. And that brings up another flag. We've had a first half filled with yellow hankies. To the near side, the 2-11s battle it out, trying to reach around and take the ball away. Finally, Aiden Hilger comes up with it, maintaining as he battles all the way with Matt Peters. That's a great one-on-one battle there. The physical play, the astute play of both, as the play is forced off to the far side before the hands are up, the stick is up, and the whistle blows. 4-2, Moorhead leading here midway through the second quarter. So with that explanation, play will begin. Moorhead will be on the attack as they line things up at midfield. And so on the exchange, Sartell Sauk Rapids comes up with the ball, and they'll begin play. Wandering its way through. Back near side now, or far side rather, for John Claypool. They exchange. Claypool hands it off, and the play goes behind the net. Trying to wrap it around. That's cut off. Play comes up on top. Still in control before handing it away. The look down low by Alec Hamick. Off to the far side. And Sartell Sauk Rapids takes a look once again, way up on top with Bennett Crane. To the near side they look in. 4-2 Moorhead leading. Sartell Sauk Rapids looking to pull within one. Ball pops loose but recovered nicely as it bounced right into the basket of Riley Prow. To the far side, a quick wrist pass. Returned. And up on top, John Claypool takes a look. Moorhead making a Lineup change, rotating in. Caleb Alderson will take his spot. And the play deep in the far corner. Here's the run up towards the goal. Here's a quick release. And the block away. Nicely defended by Colin Baumgartner. Well, Claypool had a good look. He had the right idea. Baumgartner was there to meet the challenge. On the quick release up field, the play gets away. A flag has been thrown. And play continues on as Moorhead continues their attack off to the far side. Here's a quick throw down on by by the Spuds. And with that, they'll stop play, pick up the flag. Players rotate. Luke Steinberg rolls on, getting his first playing time here in the first half for Sartell Sauk Rapids. On top and looking in. Swung quickly around to the far side, now deep in the far corner. From there, Kaysen Storbakken brings it near side. A quick shot sent on by the Spuds, only to see it bounce away. That one was thrown in by Cody Martinson. Had a lot of steam on it. But it was knocked away in traffic. And play will come in from the side. With just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half, Moorhead has jumped on to a 4-2 advantage, getting goals just less than a minute apart. To the near side, stepping out of bounds. On his run up, Aiden Hilger took a bump and stepped out of play. Moorhead has possession of it. Oliver Judd moves it towards and brings it back now near side. From behind the net, Searles off to the far side. The return comes up. Here's a quick shot sent on, deflected and bounced away by Rugemer. It rolls all the way beyond the end line and out of play. And we'll start things up with 2:29 still playing here in the second quarter. Ball got away from the Spuds as they try to set it up on top, and it rolls all the way into the other end of the field. And the play will come in now by Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Players rotating in and out, play continuing as Sartell takes a look from behind. Taking a hit, but staying on. Ball bounces loose. Big hit there. Spuds come up with a defensive play. Big hit delivered. I'll tell you what, Oliver Judd is still on the way upfield. As he stays in bounds, Oliver Judd delivers it ahead. And here's another penalty flag. Oliver Judd, a very physical play at one end, brought it all the way up the side and delivered another blow. And that brought a flag, and now it has brought a second flag. And Judd is already off the field. When he delivered that last blow to the Sartell player, he did a little intimidation move of staring down the opponent. And that has brought the officials together for a quick conversation about how to address this situation. For now, it has stopped the clock with 1:44 remaining. Here on the Ryan Fresh Remax Legacy scoreboard, Moorhead leads at 4-2. They scored the first two goals of the game here tonight, just a minute 17 apart. It was 2-0 early. But by the end of the first quarter, Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice had come on to tie the game at 2. So we go into the second quarter. Midway through the quarter, Kaysen Storbakken. And then less than a minute later, Oliver Judd for Moorhead. And it's 4-2 Spuds. But the conversation continues as to how to administer why the flags were thrown. And so that conversation continues before play will begin. Meanwhile, the Spuds have looked towards Caleb Alderson and Cody Martinson, joined by Kaysen Storbach, and now before play resumes. Girls lacrosse action coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. Right back here at Moorhead's Jim Goda Stadium. Moorhead taking on Brainerd. 7 o'clock scheduled start. Well, apparently there is some confusion as to how that play should be administered with the penalty flags that were thrown. There was no doubt that there was going to be some consequence along the way. And it all started with a very physical defensive play by Oliver Judd at the other end, where he took the ball away, worked his way loose, found the sideline, scampered all the way up. He got within striking distance, and the defender for Sauk Rapids Rice, Sartell, took a hit, and he went down hard. So the officials now have separated and are going their way. Meanwhile, Jake Saylor, head coach, is waiting for the explanation. Andrew Law already has an idea of how this one would be administered. He was very close in on listening into the conversation of the officials. And so Jake Saylor pleading his case, at least to better understand the ruling. Four to 2, Moorhead with the advantage. Moorhead came into the game winning 4 of its 6 games.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just about had the penalties sorted out. As you could see, there was a couple of flags thrown on that last play. We've got a little over a minute remaining here in the first half. Once again, reminder that the restrooms are located directly west of the main bleacher area here at Amras Field.
So Saylor has gone back to be with his team. So we've got a 1-minute penalty, a 2-minute penalty, several others. I hope he knows. Somewhere in the mix, I suspect there's an unsportsmanlike penalty, and I am guessing that it will be against Oliver Judd for his performance and his physical play that resulted in getting the ball away and advancing upfield. A lot of hand motions describing what the administration of the play was. And it is still being written down at the scoring table down at the field as we have our look from up in the bleachers, just behind at the very end of the bleachers, up in the press box. And so trying to understand just what the conversation is and how it is being handled down on the field. Brainerd coming off a tough loss in their last outing to St. Michael Albertville. Coming into the game tonight with 5 wins and 1 loss. Had won 5 in a row prior to it. All of this delay coming with 1:44 still remaining in the first half, with Moorhead leading 4-2. The officials have thrown the ball out towards midfield with the idea that that's where it will be put in play. Hayden Lang is set and ready for Sartell Sauk Rapids. And throws it off to, nearly threw it wide and away, but it was picked off. Here's the advance by Aiden Hilger. All the way back near side. Trying to put this into a 1-goal game. Sartell Sauk Rapids race near side, then down low. Quick return up on top, and just as the shot was delivered, hands upraised, palms upraised by both Moorhead and Sartell Sauk Rapids race. As the ball was deflected off to the far side on a nicely set up offensive scheme. But the ball bounced away, and play will resume with 1:20 now showing here in the second quarter. From the far side, Moorhead with the ball in play and the advance up at midfield and to the near side. Stopping short, Caleb Alderson works it to the near side, down deep, walking his way in, Cody Martinson.
1 minute, 1 minute.
To Alderson up on top with 1 minute to go in the first half. Now to the end line behind. Looking from there, Cody Martinson's on the near side, anticipating the play coming in his direction as the play is sent up on top. Here's a step and a crossover by Caleb Alderson, but his side-swiping shot was just wide and off to the side. Time is running, 34 seconds to go here in the first half. Oliver Judd has returned to the Moorhead lineup. Sartell Sauk Rapids race throwing a long pass up. It bounces right in front, and it got away. Spuds are there to pick it up. Caleb Alderson brings it near side as he speeds his way along the sideline. He's got a step. He works his way. Here's a return pass. Oliver Judd with a shot at a goal. Alderson sprint again, and following the play in, Oliver Judd. Back-to-back goals for Oliver Judd.
Spud goal scored by number 17, Oliver Judd.
This goal
His second
with
goal
9 seconds
out of that Spud goal.
remaining here in the...
Over 8 seconds remaining here in the first half of play makes it 5-2 Moorhead.
And a 5-2 lead just before half. Oliver Judd shrugging off the earlier penalty situation and coming up with the reception of the pass from Storbakken and the quick delivery for the goal. Back-to-back goals by Oliver Judd. And Sartell Sauk Rapids race advancing. Played onto the near side. The ball bounces loose and picked up by Ryan Hausbargen, but with that sound of the horn, that brings us to the end of the first half. Today's presentation of boys lacrosse brought to you by Muscatel Auto. And on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it is Moorhead 5 and Sartell Sauk Rapids 2.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Second half just ready to get underway. Moorhead leading 5-2. A couple of late scores in the second quarter by the Spuds to account for the advantage. And we start the third quarter, reminding you once again this is the first of two here today at Jim Goda Stadium, as the girls lacrosse team will also take on Brainerd, and that's scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. Out at midfield, Sartell had come on to tie the game, be 2-2 at the end of the first, but the Spuds scoring 3 unanswered goals, 2 by Oliver Judd, to end the first half, and that's where we stand on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. It's 5-2 Moorhead. A presentation of Muscatel Auto. Spuds working it from behind. A short pass off to the far side, then back up on top. Here's Oliver Judd way up high, delivering it down low, and the shot put on, deflected up and away, and a nice save by Rudy Rugemer. And from behind, the ball will be handed back. Ball handled from behind the net by Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. And on the near side looking in, Sterling McCabe bounces it away. He gives chase. McCabe comes up with it. And off to the far side, loose ball picked up and run forward by Aiden Hilger. Hilger still with it. He goes down deep into the corner and throws behind the net. From there, Bennett Crane comes up on top. Here's the look in from the slot. Ball loose. Scrambled after. And on the stop of play, the ball will be handled by Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice as they remain on the attack as we start the third quarter. Working his way loose. Here's the step forward by John Claypool. Down low, Claypool continues on. He got up at it. He does a spin move. Comes back up rolling. Here's a quick toss, and it's deflected away by Baumgartner. Rolling back near side. Here's the look. Moorhead looking for a way to send him up. Here's a short pass ahead now for Caleb Alderson. A quick burst of speed, and Alderson quickly across midfield into the near side. Then slows down, and Alderson puts the attack under control as he steps out near the hash mark. And from there, Alderson delivers it to the far side. Around the corner, and then pulling back, Andrew Searles comes up on top and reloads and resets the offense. A step forward now, and here's the approach by Searles. Draws the double team, sends it down low, and he threw it open over the top of Cody Martinson. And that ends up rolling all the way across to the far corner and actually leaves the track in the far corner, which will be retrieved, and his play comes back and recovered by Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice along the far sideline. A quick advance, a nice strong physical play by Cody Martinson to come in and stop the play and fold it down there. And the return upfield now by another rolling play, and as Caleb Alderson delivered that hit, and he'll track it down. So a rotation of players. Moorhead bringing Caleb Paquin on. Travis Beery checking in for Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Here's a look on the near side. Down low as the Storm and Sabres come loose up on top and look in. Did not score in the second quarter, trailing at 5-2, but on the attack here in the third. Rotation of players as they take a look and set it up with Ethan Anderson on top, and then the play comes all the way near side for Easton Portner. Portner delivers the play. He takes a spot up on the slot, and the pass up onto the near side ends up on the near wing. Riley Prow takes it down low. He got loose, delivers a shot, knocked away by Colin Baumgartner, who is having a good 2+ quarters here so far. Here's the long stick down low, pulled in by Ryan Hasbargen. Ball got knocked straight into the air. Moorhead now taking over and heading upfield. One-on-one pressure on the way upfield. And the release and the pass right along the sideline and ahead. Pulling up short. Here's the look down low into the corner from there. Backing his way up, setting it up, Andrew Searles. Hands it off on the far side for Kaysen Storbakken. Storbakken working his way back up on top, had it knocked loose, and it comes free. Here comes Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice to the near side. Absorbs a hit and keeps on trucking. Here's Alec Hamick. Hamick has it loose, and it comes away. Bounced loose, and it comes right back to him, and play continues on. Hamick off to the far side, comes back up on top. They'll load it up from there, trailing 5-2 here in the third. And the play set up back onto the near side by Riley Prow. Deep into the near corner for Aiden Hilger. Now behind the net, and they're looking at, here's a swing pass. That was a shot, but it got deflected and comes all the way near side and off the field and beyond the track and up against the bleachers. So Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice continuing on the offense. Here's Alec Hamick. Working his way to the far side. Still in control, and then sends it ahead. Comes on to Raymond Johnson. That would be Easton Portner. Portner on the attack. Had it knocked away. Loose play near side, picked off by Baumgartner, who throws it upfield and along the right side, moving ahead, Matt Peters. Still in control, Matt Peters. Stops short, delivers it near side, did get it away. The play returned out and it comes back up on top. Jace Blythe sends it off to the far side for Caleb Paquin. Deep into the corner. From behind the net, working his way around, trying to find an opening up in front. Delivers it off to Jace Blythe, who sends it way up on top, and the Spuds start over again on the far side with Cody Martinson. Martinson works his way in and then back out again, looking for an opening. Martinson takes a hit but keeps on, working it near side, hands it off, and Blythe comes way back up on top, and the Spuds reload there. The giveaway for Carter Midthune. And the return pass for Caleb Paquin. Paquin now backing up near midfield and steps forward and races forward. Here's Paquin. He got a screen, delivered the pass down low, and it bounces up and comes straight down again, and play continues on as the battle for the possession comes away. Upfield, it comes near side. It rolls out of play, and that will bring the ball back. As Moorhead will put the ball in and move forward. Here's Quinn Tweeton. Tweeton down to the far side. Gets a screen there. Does not turn the corner and brings it back up, and play continues on. Tweeton's pass off to Oliver Judd. Near side and into the corner. And Moorhead will set it up from there. The three play the circles game and the screen set up, and then the pass up on top. There's the shot set on, and a nice save by Rudy Rugemer. He did manage to get in position and deflect the hard shot. Spuds had a good look in on him. But Rugemer making the save, and play continues now for the Spuds as they come from behind the net and up on top. Cody Martinson working it near side. Still in control as he dances his way loose, and the ball got into the area and got knocked away, and it comes out to the near side. Tipped away and off to the far side. Here's Oliver Judd. Good burst of speed to get loose and get the shot away, but it was wide and rolls all the way down low and beyond, and Andrew Searles goes back to recover, and we're continue play as Cyril sets up behind the net. Working his way near side, Cyril's brings it up for Jeff Alness. Back it comes for Caleb Alderson. Then on top for Quinn Tweeton. Moorhead leading it 5-2. Play here in the third quarter. Down low, working his way around. It comes near side, and then the Cyril's goes to the backside as they try to wrap around. There's the shot blocked away. Rugemer steering that one back in, and it rolls behind the net and to the back line. Picked up and returned off to the far side for Caleb Alderson. Moorhead with a long period of possession here with a 5-2 lead and play midway through the third. Just a little over 3 minutes still remaining. Stepping forward, turning around, Jeff Alness back up on top. Alness now angles off to the far side before delivering it down low. Behind the net they play. Here's a quick toss, and that one is blocked away by Rugemer. Again, the Spuds had a good look right in on goal, but the anticipation was there and the knockaway was there, and it remains 5-2. Moorhead continues with the lead here with time running in the third period. .220 now showing here in the third quarter. Girls lacrosse to follow at 7 o'clock as the Spuds entertain the Brainerd Warriors. Off to the far side and moving ahead now, down deep in the corner, looking up. Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice now on the attack after playing defense for an extended period of time. Trying to close the gap on the Spuds as it comes near side for Riley Prow. Behind the net it goes. A hit there, but play continues on. Prow continuing. Sending it off to the wing and then back up on top. Moorhead's defense set up. Taking the angle away on the far side. Here's the play back. A step forward and tried to spin away off the contact, but the pass down low is deflected to the ground. And from there, play comes back to the near side, pops up into the air, and it comes right into the basket of Baumgartner. And he sends it upfield. There's a shot and a goal. Andrew Cyril's breaking his way all the way from one end of the field to the other. And he took the pass, and he was standing right in front of the goal, and he quickly delivered.
Moorhead Spud goal scored by number 8, his second of the night, Andrew Cyril.
1:14, time of the goal.
Spud third quarter goal, 1:14 makes it 6-2, Moorhead.
6-2. Spuds have taken a 4-point advantage here on Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. That goal at the 1:14 mark here in the third quarter. Second goal for Cyril's tonight. Oliver Judd also has recorded a goal. The game got started with Cody Martinson. Kason Storbakken also helping out the Spuds here tonight with a goal as they mount up a 6-2 advantage. Andy Hilger and Cameron Rowe accounting for the two on the board for Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Winding things down inside the final minute. Moorhead is in the offensive end. Ball bounces away from Caleb Alderson. Let's see how aggressive Moorhead is to end the quarter. Already with a 4-goal lead. Here's a wind up and a hard shot sent on by Jace Blythe. But it was knocked away by Rugemer. Thrown back out and scooped up at midfield. Here's the run in by Matt Peters. Peters puts one on and in. And Matt Peterson streaking all the way from across midfield and in has made this a 5-goal game. 20 seconds.
Moorhead Spud goal scored by number 11, Matt
And it's 7-2.
Spud goal coming with 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Makes it Moorhead 7. Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Rice 2.
A 2-2 first quarter has turned into a 7-2 advantage Moorhead here in the third quarter. 3 unanswered goals in the second, 2 more here unanswered in the third. Play is now in the attack zone for Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Rice, and it bounces up into the air. A chase now and out, a little bit of a slash to try to dislodge, but play continues on. And it comes near side, and with that sound of the horn, that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Our presentation of Muscatel Auto on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy Scoreboard. It is now Moorhead 7 and Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Rice 2. So the Spuds coming up with 5 unanswered goals since the end of the first quarter and have at this point what would seem to be a comfortable advantage on Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Rice. 7-2 the score as we open up play in the fourth quarter. It's been a ball control type of offense for Moorhead and then a quick look to the goal and scoring. Meanwhile, Sartell, Sauk Rapids, Rice has had few scoring opportunities as they try to figure out this Spud defense and try to work up a shot attempt, a scoring attempt. And so far, with the help of a strong performance of Colin Baumgartner, the Spuds have been able to hold that advantage and lead it 7-2 as we start the fourth. Ball is free and it comes squirming loose all the way out. Caleb Alderson tracking it down, has it come away. Rolled it up to midfield and across and off to the far side. Then brought back all the way down deep, chased down by Baumgartner. Here's the look up. Brought in by Oliver Judd. Has control as he steps across midfield. Works his way loose with a little move left and then right, and Judd comes near side. He'll reload. He walks his way up towards the near sideline and then to the top of the slot. And from there to Blythe. Chase Blythe delivers it off to the far side, and Moorhead working it around the perimeter. Cody Martinson taking a look, and the play was right there and on the stick of Kaysen Storbakken, but his shot just got knocked into the air and away. And play continues out after a nice play and a nice save by Rudy Rugemer. On the return, flag has been thrown. Moorhead girls taking on Brainerd coming up at 7 o'clock. That game start right here on Spuds TV. Moorhead making some rotation changes. Carson Kuntz, who is in on that last rotation, off to the near sideline now. Meanwhile, as we wait for the declaration of play to begin, we're underway. Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice throwing it down low at the goal line, brought back up, returned now as they rotate players there off the far side. Here's a quick return down low, and it got knocked loose, bounced away, rolling off the stick of Ryan Heisbargen, and then it rolls in, and will it count? I think the whistle had already blown, stopping play. And so with that, the goal that apparently had been made will not count, and it stays 7-2. As the whistle had blown the ball dead. And Moorhead with the toss in for Colin Baumgartner, and he turns and looks and sends one all the way across field and up to midfield. Here's the run in. Swatted away from behind on a nice defensive play. And on the return, the Spuds off the steal, wind up and shoot. And that one is swept away. Caleb Alderson came roaring in from the near side, and he went sidearm. And it got deflected and off to the side. He took a hit. Moorhead will have the ball on the restart, off on the far side. Brought back up on top for Oliver Judd. Return into the slot. Here's the look in the middle and back out. It comes way up on top. Returned near side for Storbakken. Storbakken takes a look as he wanders his way down to the end line and behind. Hands it off there, then takes the return pass. Storbakken thought he had an opening up the middle, comes back up on top, and here's a quick release. That one got knocked away loose. Loose ball on the turf. Moorhead chasing it in, kicking it away, scooping it up, got away. Brought back in under play by Joel Egerdahl. Egerdahl feeds it back near side now for Andrew Searles. Searles in control as he walks his way behind the net. Play here in the fourth quarter. Moorhead leading at 7-2. Behind, a quick step down, and that one was blocked away. Searles on the recovery, however. The whistle stopping play as it came across. And that gives the play back to Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Long pass up, brought back down near side. In pursuit, taking a hit, bouncing his way loose. The recovery by Aiden Hilger. Back up on top, and it comes, they'll reset and take a look with Aiden Hilger under control. Stepping forward, Aiden Hilger steps away from the defender and moves his way near side and down to the far corner. It rolls its way loose, and that will bring a new ball into play. Clock moving along here in the fourth quarter with now 8 minutes remaining in regulation here. Moorhead with a 7-2 advantage on the Ryan Frisch Legacy Realty scoreboard. Here's the play, deflected up and down, knocked off to the far side, scrambled after. Ball rolling away free. Knocked away loose, popped up into the air. And from there off to the far side. Trey Hilger working it down to the far wing. Ball pops loose. Moorhead getting very aggressive defensively, forcing the ball to go down. Chased out. It's recovered by Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. And play continues as we close in on 7 minutes to play here in the fourth. Moorhead leading at 7-2 from behind. Here's a walk in towards goal, but he got sandwiched between a couple of Spud defenders. The ball rolls free. Picked up by Oliver Judd, who sprints his way up to midfield and across. Oliver Judd feeds it ahead. It got knocked loose and off to the far side, recovered by the Spuds, and it's picked up by Judd. Now on top it comes for Caleb Alderson. And as Moorhead sets their play, Alderson will come to the sideline, and he is replaced by Jace Blythe, who handles it with a play down low. There's the shot sent on hard by Kaysen Storbakken. And his shot went all the way behind the net, recovered by Moorhead. Here's a wraparound try, shot blocked away. Andrew Searles looking for the hat trick. And it got knocked away by Rugemer. Play continues on as it is swept out and loose, picked off the turf by Alderson. Caleb Alderson carries it off to the far side. With the screen set, he's loose and he's free. Play up on top for Jace Blythe. Near side it comes. And from there, Caleb Paquin works it back up high in the slot. Hands it off. Moorhead with a 5-goal lead here, not in any great urgency, wanting to set up a high percentage opportunity. Ball is in control with Jace Blythe. He steps away, got loose, sends on a shot, blocked away by Rugemer. Searles picks up the rebound from Moorhead and carries it behind. Andrew Searles escaping the pressure, coming back near side, rolling one way, then the other, sending it up on top. And from there, the play to Caleb Paquin. Walking his way in off to the far side. A quick turnaround by Alderson. And he comes in with a hard shot. That one may have bounced in front and then up and over the top of Rugemer. And then deflected all the way past the end line and out of play. Play will continue on. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter with a 7-2 Moorhead lead. Long look up field. And hauled in by Ryan Hasbargen. Got away from him, and it's taken back now by Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Knocked away, free ball is loose. Kicked off to the near side, Moorhead tracking it down, then it rolls out of play. Thomas Schrader had a chance to bring it in, but he was facing contact on the play. And on the return, here comes Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice. Down low it goes. And a whistle stopping play. We've got a stop and play. Penalty flag being picked up. Moorhead making some wholesale changes here as Caden Oisted comes on. He joins Cooper Sorby, Ryan Hasbargen. That looks like Quinn Tweeton also as well. No, rather that is Matt Peters out there in front of the net. As Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice puts the ball in play and attacks. Trailing, however, 7-2. The ball squirts loose. The Sabres work it down low and out of the corner. Trying to set up something right out in front. Everybody congests out in front of the net before it's pulled away, and Trey Hilger comes around with it from behind the net, works it near side. Pulled out of the air by Bennett Crane as he makes his move. Bennett Crane walks his way in from the near angle and then up on top, and he threw it wide. It rolls free all the way out to the far side. Holden Schwarzentraub is there to pick it up. And on the exchange, it comes back to the Spuds as they make their move up field. And to the near side, it is picked up by Caden Oisted. And the battle for it, Oisted got bottled up with Aiden Hilger. And we have a timeout taken. Stopping play with 3:24 remaining on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. It's Moorhead 7, Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice 2.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, Day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Back at Jim Goda Stadium at Cliff Holmrast Field in Moorhead as we play the waning moments of this boys lacrosse contest. 3:24. A 2-2 tie at the end of one, and it has been Moorhead scoring since with 5 unanswered goals. It is 7-2. Meanwhile, on the baseball field at Sartell, Moorhead goes extra innings and gets the win. 9-8 was the final. Somebody brought their dog here. I know. So play is underway. A quick shot blocked up and away. Rolling it from behind. Here's the look up on top. Picked up by Rugemer. He sends it up and into play. Rolls along the sideline where it's picked up by John Claypool. Claypool tosses it up in front and it's knocked away loose. The ball picked up by Oliver Judd, who moves in. Stops short now and he'll reset as the rest of the team catches up. And now the step forward. Play comes near side for Jeff Allness. Here's a quick toss down low, and Allness had his shot blocked away by Rugemer. Just did manage to get his right foot over into the 5-hole. Rugemer making the save. The ball goes back out onto the turf. And the play is underway with 2 minutes now showing here in the 4th. Up on top, return far side, ball knocked loose. Popped up into the air. Moorhead with the recovery, shoots and scores. That looks like Caleb Alderson, who gets the counter for the Spuds. Caleb Alderson scoring here in the 4th quarter with just a minute 55 remaining. And that makes it an 8-2. On the Ryan Fresh Remax Legacy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 8, Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice 2. Well, we had been advertising girls lacrosse at 7 o'clock. Obviously, that will not take place. Instead, we are looking at a 7:30 start. We had several delays in the course of this boys game earlier that has prompted that later start. And with the ball ready and the scrum underway, the battle for the ball, as it appears like a couple of heavyweight wrestlers getting position for the upright position. Now they send it off to the far side, and Caden Green moves it ahead. He takes a hit. Ball pops loose. He recovers. Caden Green off the far side brings it back to the field. A quick release to Caleb Paquin, who hangs on. Minute 27 to go. Spuds are on the verge of picking up their 5th win of the season. And Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice, after starting the season with 5 straight wins, that close now to taking a 2nd consecutive loss after St. Michael Albertville claimed the victory in their first meeting. 1:12 and counting down. Here's the play on the near side. Moorhead on the attack. The ball pops loose. Chasing down, scrambling in after it. Knocked away loose with 1 minute to go here in the fourth. Scrambling after it is picked up there, loose and behind the net. Moorhead will try one more time as Andrew Searles works his way up on top, turns, looks, shoots, blocked away by Rugemer. Rebound off to the far side. In pursuit, it is picked up by Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice. Stride for stride the play across midfield. Moorhead there to recover on a nice pick, and it comes near side. That last defensive play for the Spuds, Jed Mercil. And that's going to bring us right down to it. Time is running down now from 26 seconds here in the regulation. Let's see if we might have a chance to see a little more regulation or a little more rotation of players, but apparently a flag has been thrown and the signals are being given. Oliver Judd ready to put the ball in play for Moorhead. The rotation has been completed. Travis Beery has returned to the turf for Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice along with Aiden Lang. So the play is in. On the near side, Joel Egerdahl. Throwing behind the net, play it off to the far side. Here's the look up on top, and it is Oliver Judd. He tried to scoop it off to the near side. And with 10 seconds to go now, we are ready to put this one into the record books as Oliver Judd squirts one off to the far side, and the horn sounds, and the Spuds pick up the win. A quick look at our scoring before we leave you for this, boys. Cody Martinson tipped off the evening with a 1-0 goal at the 5:39 mark. Andrew Searles made it 2-0 Moorhead at 3:22. Aiden Hilger put Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice on the board to make it 2-1 at the 1:06 mark. And with 38 seconds to go in the first, Cameron Rowe made it a 2-2 soccer game. In the second period, Moorhead took the lead, regained the lead at 6:35 as Kaysen Storbakken made it 3-2, and then Oliver Judd back-to-back goals at the 5:53 mark and at the 9-second mark. And the Spuds had a 5-2 advantage heading into the third. Andrew Searles quickly made it 6-2. Matt Peters, with time running out in the third, made it 7-2. And the final account for the Spuds came with Caleb Alderson at the 1:55 mark, 8-2 the final. Girls lacrosse is on the schedule, and it is on the schedule next. As we remind you once again, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Muscatel Auto. And on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, our final score, boys lacrosse, Moorhead 8, Sartell Sauk Rapids Rice 2.